Hey everyone, it's Joy here for Honeybee Stamps. For today's card, I shopped my Honeybee Stamps stash and came up with this really cute Valentine's card. I'm starting with the scalloped A2 frames and I am die cutting my background. We're going to do a little bit of stenciling and I've die cut this from white cardstock. I'm going to be using the Quilted Hearts stencil. There's the circles or the dots and then the hearts, so I want to use the hearts. I'm going to add a little bit of tape behind my card panel here, and I'm going to line up the hearts where it's kind of more centered on the inside. I don't want to stencil anything onto the scalloped area, and actually I was able to line this up nicely where I could just ink blend on the inside. I'm using Distress Oxide ink in Spun Sugar and a smaller blender brush, and I'm just inking again inside of the scalloped area, and we're going to have these really cute light pink hearts on the background. Then I have die cut the mason jar vase from vellum and then from a really light colored kind of a teal color from my stash, and I'm gluing together the lid part because that's going to be covered up with the silver mirror cardstock. I die cut the lid from that and I'm going to adhere that in place. So I did not glue the bottom part yet. We're going to fill this up with hearts. This is not going to be a shaker card, but it's going to look like one. So I have die cut a bunch of hearts, as you can see here. I used the the Whimsical Hearts A2 cover plate. I die cut from a light pink, a dark pink, and then a red. And I'm just going to start applying all of those to the inside. I did not adhere them down. I'm using press and seal to pick all of these up, and then I can flip it over and add my glue to the back of these. The reason why I didn't start with adding the glue is because I wanted to make sure that the layout looked good, and so that's why I did it this way. So I'm going to add some liquid glue. I'm going to make sure to not over glue. I don't want it to squish out and get on the front or on the behind my front layer of vellum. Now that I have that lined up, I can gently peel it back. Some of them I needed to add a little bit of glue again because it was kind of lifting up, but once the glue was dry, because I was being a little bit impatient, then everything stuck down. I'm going to add a few more in some areas, and I'm also going to add a few more to the top. I want it to be a little bit taller. The reason why is I want to add an XOXO, which I have die cut from the Tailgate alphabet in black and white cardstock. And I'm going to put them in here a little bit sideways so it just looks like it's part of this little heart shaker mix that's inside of this mason jar. So I'm going to add a few more hearts to the top here. Now, also, I don't know if I mentioned this, I decided to add some of that teal cardstock behind the vellum because for two reasons. I didn't want to do just two sides of vellum because I didn't want to see any of the stencil from the background. And then adding this really light teal or blue color gives the jar kind of a tinted glass look, which is also what I wanted. So I'm going to adhere these XOs into the jar here, and you'll be able to see a little bit better once I close the top down. But how cute is that? I loved how that turned out. I'm going to add one more heart, and there's so many hearts left over you could make another card. I am adding the tiniest amount of liquid glue at the bottom, and I'm going to use my tweezers to hold it in place till it dries, and then on the side just in a little area, and when I mean the tiniest amount, just the tiniest amount of glue, and you actually end up not seeing it. So if you wanted to make a shaker card, you probably could do it this way. I just didn't want to take that risk. Okay, so I'm going to stamp XOXO on this little tag die. This is from the Mugs and Kisses die set. I die cut it from a light pink cardstock. And the XOXO is from the Smooch stamp set, but you could also use it from the Bitty Buzzwords Be Mine. I had some cute ribbon, some kind of see-through pink and white polka dot ribbon in my stash. I'm going to tie around the top. And then I also have pink and white twine that I'm going to tie around the top because that's where I want to hook my tag to. I thought I was going to use that dark pink heart there on the right. That is also from the Mugs and Kisses die set, but I ended up not using that. So I'm going to tie this in a knot, and then I can string my tag through. And we're going to put this right up towards the top here. And then I'm going to tie another knot, and then I can just trim the excess twine off. That's already looking so, so cute. I do love that the vellum softened all the hearts in there, because now everything else is kind of this soft pink. I added a little bit of glue to the twine, and I'm adhering the ribbon to the top of the twine, so it's kind of like one piece. And then I want to add some foam adhesive so my jar can pop up. That also makes it not bumpy, because we do have the ribbon and twine behind it. If you glued it directly to your background, it would have a little bit of a bump. Then I'm going to stamp the sentiment that says love you. That is from the Bitty Buzzwords Be Mine. So really you could get both of the sentiments, the XOs and the Be Mine, from the Bitty Buzzwords. I'm going to trim that down. I stamped it with black ink. I was originally going to do a large sentiment, but I did not want to cover up this jar. I love it so much, so I opted to go with a tiny sentiment that says love you. And then I'm going to adhere this to that same color light teal cardstock from my stash, and I will adhere that to a white A2 size card base. I do want to add a few of these strawberry ice hearts. There's different sizes, 2 different sizes, and there's like a frosted and a clear, and I'm using the frosted light pink hearts. I think they're so pretty, so I'm going to add a few of those. And then here is that background that I was talking about. Because the scallop is just slightly smaller than the card base, so you can see a little bit of it, so I wanted to add a color behind. And now this card is finished. Look at how cute that is. I love how this turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. I hope you guys also have a really wonderful day, and thank you so much for stopping by and watching.